Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for a very special occasion, something we do a lot, but today it's just very special because of our involvement in this project. We're here to open up Caroline's Tavern at the site of the former Curtains restaurant in the same building that houses the Avenel Performing Arts Center. This is something we have worked on for a very long time, and we're thrilled to finally be here to open it up. Let me introduce the people to my right first before I turn it over and talk with the owners. To my right is Carolyn Ehrlich, who runs the redevelopment agency as well as being the chief of staff. This is her project from the get-go, the Avenel Performing Arts Center, and there's actually a plaque inside for Carol. So she, like me, just feels great about this.
Absolutely.
Anthony, go ahead.
WAA invention.
Woodbridge Arts Alliance, right, which actually ran Curtains Restaurant prior. Anthony Wilkinson, to my right, is the head of the theater here. He's the guy that actually introduced us to the people running this restaurant, which we'll get to in a minute. Corey Spiller is your 3rd Ward Councilman covering Avenel. To his right is Sharon McAuliffe. She's the 1st Ward Councilwoman covering Woodbridge proper and Seawarren. To her right is Marta Lefsky. All the planning, all the permits and inspections all goes through Marta's planning department. To her right is Lizbeth DeJesus, the Councilwoman at large, which means she covers the whole town, not just the ward. Debbie Meehan is the 5th Ward Councilwoman covering Colonia. To her right is Amanda from the Chamber of Commerce. To her right is Greg, a Chamber of Commerce officer. This is Kamisha in the right. She's an Avenel resident right here in the Station Village, and she is the, what do you have, front of the house hostess. All right. Now, to my right, I know the guy. 3 to my right, I know. 4 to my right, the rest I don't. But to my right is Phil Farinaccia. He is the one of the owners here. To his right is Peter Boutros. He's the head chef and an owner. To his right, or his left, I should say, is Cecilia. She is the manager. And to her left is Garcia. Couldn't remember your last name. Ignacio Garcia, also an owner. These are people we have worked with so much lately. So we have had a concentrated effort on Staten Island restaurants through Anthony. Phil to my left and Peter to my left all run the Violet Cellar in Staten Island. The tough part about this job is we had to go out there. Carol and I had to go out there several times, and we had to have dinner there, and we had to have a couple of drinks there, and we had to socialize there and hang out and just learn all we could. It's the part of the really the hard part of the very, very difficult part of the job. But we were so amazingly impressed with Phil and Peter and what they've done with the Violet Cellar. It is a top of the line business, a restaurant. So we work with them, and they are opening Violet's, not Violet Cellar because it's on the 1st floor, right across from Town Hall below the Madeira Apartments. They are opening up a 6,000 square foot restaurant sometime late this year, probably December. They're working on it now. The plans are beautiful. So we got to know Phil, we got to know Peter, we met Ignacio, we only met Cecilia yesterday, but we really like these people. We really like hanging out with them. We like doing business with them. And then when Curtains was struggling and we ultimately closed it, Phil approached us and says, we'd like to open up a restaurant there too. So we said, okay, let's talk about it. And we worked through a whole contract. It's a little difficult because we had a concession license on Curtains, which was run by the Woodbridge Arts Alliance, of which Carol's the executive director. Towns are not allowed to own liquor licenses, so we had to run it all through a nonprofit. It was okay, but just couldn't. After COVID, things got tough. We went through a bunch of managers. It just wasn't working out, so we closed it up, and we're thrilled, absolutely thrilled, that we met Phil and Peter, and now they're here with Caroline's Tavern. So I'm going to ask Phil and or Peter, you guys decide who's talking, but tell me about this place and everything that went into it, and tell me how you feel today finally opening it.
We appreciate that, Mayor John and Carol. Peter likes talking much more than I do, but we appreciate being here in Avenel. We're looking forward to Woodbridge. I'm going to turn it over to our executive chef, Peter, and I'm sure he's got more words to say than me.
Not too many words, but I'm just going to touch on the style of restaurant that Caroline's Tavern is and will be. Very community forward, casual, fun environment, someplace that you can go any day of the week, grab happy hour, grab a quick bite to eat, have an extended dinner if you want, grab dinner before the show. Very approachable menu, things like burgers, wings, but also some entrees like pork chops and steaks. Really, really fun desserts, really fun drinks, amazing staff, great personality on everybody. being that we're attached to the Art Center, we're really pushing the personality of our staff and the comfortability of our dining room. You'll see it's going to be a place that is very comfortable to come to, more than once a week, and it's going to become a neighborhood staple. So we're super excited to be here in Avenel. And like Phil said, we're very, very excited to bring Violets to Woodbridge shortly after this opening. So towards the end of the year or early next year. So we're really thrilled to be here and appreciate everybody coming out.
And you guys clearly, let me just ask a question. You clearly have experienced, this is your 17th restaurant?
I think it's 45th.
We lost track to be honest, but we do have several concepts. Sophia's Taqueria has 7 locations. We have Violets in Staten Island, the Stonehouse in Staten Island, Sally's Southern Barbecue in Staten Island, Blue Pearl in Staten Island, Rustic Pizza and Pastaria in Staten Island, Pearl Lounge in Staten Island. I gotta look at my arm. Tito Banditos in Pine Hill, New York, and again I'm gonna look at my arm. And the newest member, Caroline's Tavern, that we open right now.
All right, great. Ignacio, you want to say anything?
No, good. He said everything.
No, everything has been said.
All right,
Thank
let me
you.
turn it over to Corey Spiller, the 3rd Ward Councilman, who was here when we opened up curtains. Saw, how it didn't work out the way we would have liked it to, but what a recovery.
Oh, this is fantastic. Like you said, Mayor, it's a trial by error, and Phil and your friends and partners, this is fantastic. Mayor always says, 4 houses down. I walk by this place every day. I drive by it 20 times. It's fantastic. First, I have to give a shout out to School 4 and 5, the girl wearing the t-shirt. All right. Not to steal thunder, but we got a great new School 4 and 5 coming up, so can't wait to see you. But no, this is fantastic. You said, and Carol said, you sat in my house back in 2007. If we build this, people will come. This whole Arts Village as downtown revitalized Avenel. It's special to me. Thank you so much for everything that you've done here. Thank you, Mayor.
And one of the real cool things about this place is the 5 o'clock theme. I love that. There are probably, 50 clocks inside.
I think it's
73.
more.
73 clocks. Each one is set to 5 o'clock. And then your reel for the DJ prepared a reel of a whole bunch of songs that plays, but every day at 5 o'clock it plays what?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere, Jimmy Buffett. It's really a lot of fun. Carol, I know you didn't want to say anything, but you got to feel good because we worked so hard on this, and thank goodness we met people we could work with who we really like hanging out with and working with, and they have a great concept. You got to be able to say something here.
Yeah, I can't begin to say how very happy I am, and it's on my way home from work, so I
that's
will
trouble for both of
definitely,
us.
I will definitely be here. But Anthony's been lonely without having the restaurant on the other side. So as far as APAC goes, this is exactly your team. We needed you to be here together. I have to tell the story when we went to Violets in Staten Island. I never in my life ate so much food. Do you remember how you got to try this, you got to try this, you got to try this. And everything they brought over was more delicious than the food they brought over. Peter is the most amazing chef in the world. You have to come here, you have to order one thing, then come back again and order the next thing, and you will just love the environment and the food, the atmosphere, and all the people working here. So thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
And you're right, I'm not a foodie by any stretch, and I'm not a burger guy by any stretch, but they were talking about the burger so much. So yesterday we came and I had the cheeseburger, and the beef is made with, let me get this straight, short ribs and bourbon infused and brisket. It is
Your burger had a bacon bourbon jam on it.
a bacon
But
bourbon.
there's several different burgers.
I'm telling you folks, it was the best burger I've ever had in my life, and I'm not exaggerating by any chance. It was so good. Anthony Wilkinson here, you're responsible for the Staten Island infusion into Woodbridge Township to some extent. You came, you grew up there, and you started with a whole bunch of different things going on. We won't mention any of the competition, but thank you for everything, and tell me about your relationship with Phil here and Peter and now Caroline's Tavern, which is going to bring people to the theater.
Yeah.
The theater will bring people to here. I think this will bring people to the theater.
Absolutely. This is definitely going to bring people to the theater because this is what we've been waiting for. We've been just to have a successful restaurant is really key to the theater. And being a Staten Island native, born and raised, I know these guys a long time, very, very long time. And I'm just so happy to bring my Staten Island family into my Woodbridge family.
Anybody else in the council want to say anything? We're all good? All right, well, let's cut a ribbon. You guys good?
Let's go.
All right, let's cut a ribbon. It's gold. No surprise there. The whole thing inside is a gold theme. Oh, let's do the proclamation. Let's do the proc first. Hold on. All right, now we'll do the ribbon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Avenel. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything.
Thank you, pal. Thank you. There you go. Thanks, no more text. Can I get an update? Turn it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.